Hey Joes and Joettes. This is Josh from Books by Josh, and this is episode number 28 of the Books by Josh show. This week's episode name is called Change. Why change? Well, I decided to write a post the other day, as you saw, or you didn't see, about looking back at my bank account. What's so significant about that is my accounts have changed a lot. And I heard the Zig Ziglar thing about goal setting and change, Jim Rohn about change. Keep hearing change, change, change. So why not have an episode in regards to that? Change. So in terms of my bank account, I change my balance all the time. Money comes in, money goes out. But I'm not talking about that kind of change. Talk about actual change here. So back to my bank account situation. I was in debt, as I went through in that post, about 16,000 approximation in debt. My savings account had about 11 to 14 cents at any given time. But don't worry, I had money in my checking account. Maybe $200 at most at the end of the month. Not the ideal life. So, how come I'm able to pay off most of my debt, start saving and start investing? Things I've never would dream possible. It's because I wanted to change. But why did I want to change? Because I was motivated to do so when I realized I didn't have anything to fall back on. Think about it. If I lost my job, or I got injured outside work and I had to miss a week of work and I didn't have sick pay, guess what? I had no income. I can't pay bills. That's the problem with living paycheck to paycheck. So I changed that by wanting to do more in life, not being that scared when I missed a couple hours of work or I didn't get that overtime, because that's a bad way to live, especially from what I was living. So change can also be for health. That's the financial. Change for health. I changed my health. Not in a good way, though. It was a bad change because I gained over, over 100 pounds at one time over the course of a couple of years. My ideal weight was 225 for my build and muscular, and at one point I was over 350. Now I'm down to about 307. I'm working on it still. Going to the gym, working out in the morning and at night. But the thing is, the change has to occur within yourself. The only way you can make change happen is because you want it to. So for me, I want to start changing because I want to fit into my old clothes, go out dressed nice. And I honestly didn't like the way it felt. If you read my post about me getting hit by a washing machine, I do a lot of physical labor at work right now. So being 350 pounds isn't that great. Being 307 is not that great either for this, but I'm building back muscles. I'm going to the gym, like I say. But the change starts with you inside. So that's for financial health. In my case, I'm talking about me. His personal episodes, like all of them. So let's talk about another thing. As a person, I want that change. This is the biggest change you can have as a person. I want to improve myself. I want to become a person that I was not. And how did I do that? I started reading. I took a course a couple years ago that I want to teach English in Japan. I never followed through with that, but I still like learning. I love learning. I just don't like the school environment, which is why one of the reasons I dropped out of college when I did, because I'm hyper and I can't stay on topic, stay in one place for a while. If you go move, you just see me, just sitting up, moving around a couple times. But that's the whole thing. So the best way I learn is from watching YouTube videos or reading, because it goes at my pace. I could stop. Like right now, before recording this episode, I was playing a video right here. 8 things wealthy people do differently. And this is what I do when I'm in the background. I have something like this playing. And even though I'm not fully focused on that, I still grab a lot of the information, which is why it's good. Heck, I was walking home today from work and I was doing research for my shoulder pain. and learning what's good for it, what's not good, what exercises I can do, and which ones I can't do because I want it to change. I know I'm injured, but that shouldn't stop me from working out, you understand? So for personal change, I wanted to become more knowledgeable. I wanted to give advice. I've been giving advice for years to people close to me. They call me, hey, what should I do with this, that, and the third? So I started reading a lot. And I say a lot, like right now I'm reading a book a week. Or a book every 2 weeks, depending on how my week goes. And before this change, I was reading a book maybe every year if I got around to it. But it all started because I wanted to change. And the thing about change is the only way it's gonna happen is if you commit to it. Because your friend says, hey, we should start going to the gym and working out and losing weight. Just because they want to do it doesn't mean you're committed to do it. That's why it's like marriage. Marriage is a commitment. You're making a promise to each other to stay faithful, the vows. So that's the whole thing. Through better, through worse, sickness and health, poor, rich, everything. The whole 9 yards. But that's why you make a commitment. So with change, you have to make a commitment to yourself that you want to change. And Zig Ziglar, he wrote down on 25,000 books that he first published by himself that he weighed 164 pounds. Problem what? 165. The problem was he weighed 202. So either he's a liar or he's gonna make it happen, and he made it happen. And that's the whole thing. You gotta make things happen. I want to change my financial dependency on this paycheck. I didn't want to be dependent on that nuts paycheck to pay the bills and still be behind in the bills. And that's what I did. Paid off credit card, 6,000 here. Paid off PayPal, 2,500 there. You understand? And then I started saving and investing. Then I was without work for a year, and I used up my savings, some of my investments. Then I went back to work, and I've been at this job, I've been at this job for almost 8 months. And, no, actually, 10 months. And guess what? In that time, I even looked at the statements during that time. When I came in, I had maybe $300 to my name in the checking account and savings combined. Now I have way more than that. I had almost nothing in the stock market. I still have my IRA, my bonds, stuff like that, because I can't touch that. But that's the whole thing. I built that back up because I wanted to change. I didn't want to go, honestly, like my parents, most of my family members, and go back into debt and start not saving money. I look at my peers, and I didn't want that kind of life, so that's what I did. Same thing with me going back to the gym now, because I don't care for summer. I don't care for winter. I don't care. I don't need no beach, but I don't need none of that. I just want to be healthier. I don't diet, but I still exercise. That's the whole thing. I felt like I wasn't doing enough with my business and everything. That's why I've been doing Facebook ads. Right now, if you listen to this and you're in the Philippines, I want to thank you guys. Big shout out. Because I started running ads over there. And yeah, let's talk right now. Numbers. I love numbers. I'm going to log into one of the recent posts I did. Page manager, Facebook ad. And tell you guys, as of right now, of recording this. So, on an old ad that I ran in a different demographic, because I'm learning. I had 6 posts clicked on that ad and 328 reach. Organic reach, 3. So if we go here, the cost per click here with that, you guys ready for this? It's over $2 a click. So if we go to the ad that's still running, it's been up since yesterday on my money post. So far, About the same budget, the minimum $710. I have 110 clicks in less than 48 hours. 5 reactions. The other one I had no reaction. 110 post clicks with 1,845 reach. Then my cost per click, you ready for this? Like I said, I like talking numbers. It's 2 cents a click. And this is my whole thing. I'm testing the waters. I need to change that. Like, my logos suck. If you're listening to the podcast, guess what? This is one of my best logos, and I know everybody loves it from the feedback I got. But I have to change up my logos. And there's a lot of things I have to change up and bring out the quality of content. Listen, that post right there, I changed my whole thing. I went into details. I could post pictures of certain statements. You see, I was going to put the picture when I had my 11 cents in that account. So you can see with the date and everything, with my first name, all that. But I'm like, there's going to be too much black tie. It's going to look like a secret document from the government. But guess what? The whole thing I want to say is you have to want to change. Do you want to change or do you want to stay the same? If you keep doing the same thing over and over, don't expect your life to change. For your life to change, you have to change. I don't care if you say, oh, that's easy for you to say. No, it's not. It's the truth. To get married, you have to change your relationship status, right? You have to find a significant other and then convince them to marry you. So you have to change your status. You have to change the way you live your life. If you have kids, you have to change the way you live your life now. It's the same thing. If you want to make more money, you have to change what you're doing at work because what you're doing at work is paying you so much. You want to become, if you want to get promoted, do more. You have to change what you do, your approach. Sylvester Stallone had to change his approach many times for his dog to get it back. He offered the guy $200 for the dog that the guy bought off him for $25. No. $500. No. $1,000. No. $2,000. No. He ended up getting the dog back. How? Because he changed his approach. Cost him a lot more, $20,000 in the role in the movie. But guess what? He got his dog back. So just everybody make it happen. That's it. That's from my boy Lewis. He always tells me that. Make it happen. And that's why I'm telling you guys. Make it happen. And I'll see you guys, or you guys will hear me in the next episode of the Books by Josh Show or any of my other content later.